Everybody, it's Jason Creel and this is Lawn Care Life. Today I'm helping a friend out and I am going to be working on his yard and using the Milwaukee tool Quik Lok system. Now I'm partnering with Milwaukee. They give me a chance to try out this equipment. I'm going to show you what we're going to be using because I've got 4 different attachments for the Quik Lok system and we're going to try all 4 of them out on this lawn because it needs all of them. Let's check it out. There's what I've got. I've got the base of the tool there with the handle, and then I've got 4 attachments. I've got the articulating hedge trimmer, I've got the string trimmer, I've got the edger, and I've got the pole saw. So the main project we're going to be tackling here is you've got a small front yard with an oak tree that could one day be massive and is already way too big for the yard and is keeping grass from growing in this yard. So we're going to try to limb up this tree with the pole saw, and then we might work on some hedge trimming and edge the driveway, which is a lot of dirt because of this tree, and then also do some string trimming. So let's get started. So I'm going to put the pole saw on first because that's our main project today. And we're up and running. I'm going to put my safety glasses on, earplugs, and we'll get started on this tree. Done with that part, done with the pole saw. We'll move on to something else. We gave it the ultimate compliment for any project, and that's that it looks better than it used to. So I'm not a professional tree person, so I know if somebody who got more experience with trees can tell us, you know, what we should have done differently as far as cutting the branches off at an angle and that sort of thing. The idea was to limb it up so it just looked better. You won't hit your head walking under it, and maybe get some sunlight under there where some grass can grow. Moving on. All right, I switched out and I've put the edger on. Now we're going to edge at least the side of the driveway that's got some grass and maybe the back patio, and then see what we can go to from there. You can see it makes a nice clean edge. Then when you blow that off, it would look really nice and be easier to maintain once you do it every time. We had good news. We just trimmed the tree probably 30 minutes ago. Already one of the neighbors came out and was saying how much better it looked. So I guess that was a good thing. Did the edging on the little bit of edging we had to do. I put the string trimmer attachment on here, and I'm going to see if I can just clean up this whole backyard, which is not a very big backyard. So let's see how long it takes me to do the backyard. Let's get started. All right, I think we got the same compliment. Looks better than it did. So not ideal always to use a string trimmer to cut the whole yard, even though this is so little. Obviously a push mower would have been the right choice, but just wanted to show you the string trimmer in action. So all right, so that's 3 of the 4 tools that we demonstrated. I want to show you the hedge trimmers real quick. Okay, so we've got a jungle here of hedges. The problem is we just hadn't decided 100% what we're going to do to clean it up. It's a lot nice hydrangeas, there's some roses, but it's just too crowded, and you know, probably gonna have to need a shovel to dig some stuff up. But for the time being, I just wanted to demonstrate these hedge trimmers quickly. So I'm going to take a little bit off of these azaleas and maybe cut back the roses just a little bit, just to demonstrate the hedge trimmers. what I like about them, one, they're long handle. I prefer long handle hedge trimmers to the short ones, even if I'm doing low hedges. It just puts less strain on your back when you're doing that, because you know the short ones are fine, they're cheaper, but the bending over does wear on your back. These, you know, not only long, but you pull down on that and you can tilt them at all different angles. So, you know, if you were doing a tall hedge and you're trying to make it level instead of getting up on a ladder, you could probably reach it with this. And I've actually got an extension for this too that I could reach even further with the pole saw or the hedge trimmer. So, all right, let's try them out. Not really ideal time to be trimming these hedges. Those hydrangeas are in bloom, the roses are blooming, so if there's any master gardeners out there, don't leave ugly comments. We're just trimming just a little bit, mostly to demonstrate the tool. But like I said, this needs a shovel as much as it does hedge trimmers to cut it back, and then, you know, just kind of, this is what happens sometimes when people get overzealous on their landscape. They plant a bunch of stuff when it's this tall, it looks great, and 2-3 years later when it matures, it's so crowded it chokes everything out. So very nice plants, just way too crowded. So the thing works great. Like I said, it's a handy thing to have. Your homeowner if you're in the lawn business, you know, I think the multi-tool, sometimes that's a question I get. Should you have an individual piece of equipment or a multi-tool? You know, for a lawn business owner, I like the idea of having a multi-tool for something like a hedge trimmer or a pole saw, something that you're not using that often. Now, for a string trimmer, edge, or something that you're using all the time, my personal preference is to have an individual tool. But if you're a homeowner, you know, and you just out there, you know, something like this might make more sense for you than going out there buying 4 individual tools. So thanks for watching the video. I'm Jason Creel. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell beside the subscribe button. YouTube will notify you when I create new content. You can check out Milwaukee Tool on their website, or they sell a lot of this Milwaukee Tool products at Home Depot, a place like that. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.